Hello, my name is Yoshimoto, and I work for Kumamoto City's Water Conservation Section. Thank you so much for allowing me to present today. I will be talking to you about tea and pure, bountiful groundwater that Kumamoto City prides itself on. Kumamoto City is the capital of Kumamoto Prefecture and lies in the center of the island of Kyushu, which is southwest of the Japanese main island. It is a little less than a 2-hour flight from the nation's capital, Tokyo, and has a population of about 740,000 residents. 100% of Kumamoto City's publicly provided water comes from groundwater. Not only is it the only city in Japan with a population greater than 500,000 that can say this, but it has few peers on the international scale as well. Furthermore, we share this groundwater with the 10 other surrounding municipalities, meaning that is, water actually sustains a total of 1 million people in the Kumamoto region. As you can see here, there are many places where groundwater springs to the surface in Kumamoto City. You may be wondering why Kumamoto has such an abundance of groundwater. I will now tell you the main reasons. First are the geographic strata in the ground beneath Kumamoto. These underground strata are layers of pyroclastic rock from 4 ancient eruptions of Mount Aso. These strata have main crevices and pockets that allow water to soak into the ground very easily. The second reason is the amount of rainfall. The national average annual rainfall in Japan is 1,700 millimeters, but Kumamoto Prefecture's average is 2,000 millimeters per year, and the Aso region's average is an impressive 3,000 millimeters per year. The large amount of rain means that there is more water than can seep into the ground, and it is easy for groundwater reserves to build up. Another reason is the large swath of land that was developed into paddy fields by Kato Kiyomasa, a warrior who came to symbolize Kumamoto and famously built Kumamoto Castle. Kiyomasa built many paddy fields and irrigation canals in the middle reaches of the Shirakawa River, which stretches across Kumamoto Prefecture. In the middle reaches, water seeps into the ground at 5 to 10 times the normal rate. For this reason, many water-filled paddy fields and irrigation canals were built here to increase the amount of water that can seep into the ground and quickly create more and more groundwater. These are the main reasons that delicious groundwater continues to spring up in Kumamoto City to this day, and water remains the foundation of life here in the city. In order to ensure this plentiful and high-quality groundwater can be passed down to the next generation, the Water Conservation Section conducts various projects to protect this resource. Now, I would like to talk about our groundwater conservation efforts. Until about 10 years ago, the amount of Kumamoto's groundwater was gradually decreasing. One of the primary causes is the increase in land covered by asphalt and concrete due to urbanization, which means there is less land that can effectively absorb rainwater. In addition, less land is used for paddy fields since Japanese people are eating less rice and farmers are shifting to different agricultural production methods. Since paddy fields in the Shirakawa River's middle reaches play an important role in groundwater recharge, as we said before, this decrease in paddy fields is a huge reason for the shrinking amount of groundwater. In this area, Kumamoto City began a project in partnership with the towns of Ozu and Kikuyo, which occupy the middle reaches to provide subsidies to farmers who flood their fields as part of their normal rotational crop farming. As a result of these efforts, the groundwater water table is rising back to previous levels. Another element that defines Kumamoto's groundwater is the healthy and delicious balance of minerals and carbonic acid it collects on its long journey through the ground over the course of months and years. This delicious water also helps to produce many ingredients that make up our local cuisine. One important crop it fosters is tea. Tea produced locally using our groundwater is provided at many places, including the Kokin Denchunoma tea house in the famous Suizenji Jojuen Garden. Let's talk more about this tea. Senno Rikyu is widely known as the originator of the Japanese tea ceremony, and his teaching and method have been perfectly preserved and passed down in a style known as Kumamoto's Higokoryu Old School. This school was founded by Tadatoshi Hosokawa, a former feudal lord of Kumamoto, who invited Senno Rikyu's grandson in law down to Kumamoto, and ordered that Rikyu's original tea ceremony be passed down in its authentic, unadulterated form. Tadatoshi's father, Tadaoki, was one of Senno Rikyu's most outstanding disciples and held great reverence for his teacher, believing that the manner and spirit of Senno Rikyu's tea ceremony is perfectly complete and should not be altered in any way. His son Tadatoshi likely felt the same way. Senno Rikyu's tea ceremony has been faithfully passed down here in Kumamoto, though it is now 400 years on. We are still able to experience tea ceremony as it was originally envisaged by Senno Rikyu. Please watch this video about the Higokoryu Old School tea ceremony. We are a city that enjoys plentiful groundwater and works hard to preserve it. On April 23rd and 24th, we were able to host the Asia Pacific Water Summit, where we discussed water issues with the heads of state from many countries in the Asia Pacific region. At this summit, we strengthened partnership towards solving our various water problems and set our sights on realizing a high-quality society that is both sustainable and resilient, resulting in the adoption of the Kumamoto Declaration. The Kumamoto Declaration will be presented at the 2023 UN Water Conference, and we expect that it will pave the way to achieve our hopes for our water in the future, not just in the Asia Pacific region, but throughout the world. We hope that we were able to give you a better understanding of Kumamoto's water. Our initiatives to preserve our water are part of a coordinated effort between citizens, local governments, and businesses, and we will continue to implement them to pass on the same bountiful water we enjoy today. We hope that you will come to Kumamoto and try our delicious water and the tea it's nourished. We'll be waiting here to greet you.